Hello. The stream was doing something weird, like a pop up that came up over the chat. We're back. We're back. Oh, more ready than ever before. Oh. And we're cold. And it's raining. And we just got through the blood moon. So I'm not sure what the enemy situation is looking like. Currently looks fine to me. Okay. Just want to see what we got going on, you know, like as far as the inventory. Make sure we have stuff. Make sure everything's making sense. Is it this? No. Nope. Is it B for bestiary? Yes, it is. Warg. So there are sometimes wargs that will live in this forest here. So my question is, that's the answer right there. Aspid meat is going to be the easiest thing to get. I don't know how to fish whales. It's probably an ocean biome. Is that a ray over there? Looks like an ray. Something's making noise. I don't know what it is, but it makes me uncomfy. Just really need you to not rip my head off here. Where'd he go? I needed the eyes. Or the ender pearls, rather. What? The outside just taking damage and being teleported around? No. Maybe. Okay. I threw that at him because I wanted to fight him. I'd still like to fight him. You are not here at a good time, buddy. Rats. Okay, we really needed those ender pearls. Or we still need the ender pearls, I guess. No, 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 no. God dang it. I hate this game so much. There was just so little time between what was a normal Enderman fight and a warg mauling us. Other than that, I felt like it was going pretty well. I felt like we had a good lineup of things, a good series of fortunate events. We wasted some time. You know, the farms weren't working out. The wheat farm took longer than it never paid off. It took some time. It never paid off. But otherwise, pretty good across the board. baby warg. A baby warg. Not even a real warg. Just a baby. An oak sapling from a birch? We've obviously got to get out of the snow, but we're going to need sticks, probably. So, hold on. Got a little bit of lag. It's loading a lot, obviously. Still loading. Can't tell if there's something up ahead or if that's clouds. Oh, okay. Well, not standing in snow will be helpful. As are grapes, you know. Grapes are just generally helpful. It's still loading something. These are all just disappearing. Okay. So far, we'll take it. Well, graveyard's kind of weird. It's just a black horse in the graveyard. Also kind of weird. You guys up to in here, huh? Okay, selling some efficient tools. Alright, carry on. Keep your picture. Which one's better? Oh. Taking your coal. Actually, put the picture in the picture. There you go. Oh, it's a horse butt. What you got going on over here? Take that. Easy pick. Take that. Easy pick. Sorry, did we just miss the library? We did. Guess we should... Oh! Fascinating. Oh, I guess we need the crafting table too, don't we? With that, we can just build pickaxes. Just take all the books. You guys aren't using them, obviously. You're illiterate. You don't know how to read. Cool. We should rename this to Westernville. Why west? I don't know. Felt like the right direction. I guess we should trade with somebody. Coal would be easy enough to trade. Neat. Just a random chest of goodies. Lots of goodies here. Usually this one has some wheat. Yeah, look at all that. Oh, we could melt those down. Seeds, those are garbage. Goodness gracious. We are too blessed. Okay. We need a knife to flint these webs and these garbage leathers down. Oh my gosh, dude. We already... Oh my goodness. We have a coal already, so we're just going to use the coal to furnace all these hose. I'm just gonna make a bunch of iron nuggets, I guess. It doesn't make any sense to have all these hose. I guess we should also sort out our food and water situation. Food, we just need to cook, but water's not many bottles or anything. I don't know, do we have 8 hose? It's going to be like the limit. It's crazy. I guess we have grapes, right? Those are food and water. Nice. I think the bow just takes 2 agility. So for the first time ever, I might just push agility first. I think it makes the most sense. You can also burn these oak saplings. They're garbage to me. Never. I guess we should get level 5 first. Bail it up. What an interesting find. What a fun village. There's so much of this game that's so RNG based. You just drop into the world and it's like, hope you walk the right direction. So if you don't, it might suck. If you do, you'll live forever. All's well that ends well. Level 5 means we do combat, means we then can do agility. And then probably start pushing defense. I don't know. Get farming into seeds. I think that's all we got. We have another hoe here. Just kidding. It's not all we got. Keep cooking. I'm out of here. I can't hang. We have to find... What even is this? Just an old stone house. Oh, dude, I'd love to live here. If it wasn't for being convinced that a dragon might be on every mountainside around here. I love it. Anyway. We need flint for the knife that we need to cut the leather and the spider's webs. And then we need a handful more pebbles. And those will be sorted out. Jeez. What a cool area. People of the village right by the giant knight statue. Alright, I've already talked to you. I have, however, not cleaned that out. Are we missing a leather cap? Yes, we are. Boots? Oh, those are... Oh, jeez. -3 locational. I don't know. That just seems bad. Worse. Wait, what are these boots? What did I do? Where did it go? Did I put it in his hand or something? Something. Give me those. What are these? Great. Tough. Perfect. Dual wielding leather boots. Hi, I've got to cut all this up. This is terrible. You guys make terrible leather gear. And the webs. I guess I'm really only cutting the webs up because we'll use the string. We really don't need string for anything urgently. It's like an eventuality kind of thing. Okay. Okay, let's not get too off track here. We just came out here to get pebbles. And this dude. Okay. I guess. What is this? Why is it? It's just weird. Got any trusses in the ceiling? No. Can we take this if we punch it out? We can. Never know. I love how many of you have skills. Sometimes you just fight a bunch of unskilled workers, but not you guys. You've all got skills. 7. Our life's goal is to get 12, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's it. That's our life's mission complete. Did you swallow a doorbell? No. Why? Because your breath smells like ding dong. Got him. Friggin' roasted, dude. What cooked the ladder? I'm just gonna cook everything weird. You know what a ding dong smells like, you chubby little boy. This guy can tell a ho-ho from a ding dong. Crazy. These are actually very useful, these boxes here. I forget what they're called. Crate? What is this? Chest? Crate. Crates are very useful. So we won't leave it. We will take a crate. I just forget that they're very useful, and I think they're kind of useful, but they're actually very useful. Okay, it's bedtime, and we have a bed, so let's put our bed down. I don't really know where to go from here. We have such a good village to start with. I feel like we should run away, and then just come back to trade when we're ready. Otherwise, if there's an event or if anything happens, we're just going to lose all of our people. This will be my room. I will sleep here. And the seeds will all go in there. Seeds. And I think that's it, really. Let's see, this hat, this locational armor. Oh, jeez. It's a real suite of stuff that sucks, wasn't it? Goodness gracious, that was all terrible. Okay, we have our bow. That's powerful. Better when they came in foil. I won't change your mind. What is worthless? What did I just hover over? Oh, pickaxe. Well, great. What else? It's apple. I guess we should do iron, right? We have all this iron, all these iron nuggets. Start working towards chain. And we picked up glass. We have 8 glass. That's enough for a couple bottles. Put all the iron stuff we can't use right now in here. Put all the food that we're not going to use in here. I guess we might use the grapes. Metals in this one. And blocks, I guess. I don't know. Oh, that's food. Take the arrows. I think we just need to go hunting, basically. I think we just need to go shoot some stuff. We weren't really a ding dong family. We were really a nutter butter kind of people. We had nutter butter nuts in our family. That's what we had. We have paper, so we can make matchboxes. We don't have torches, so we can't use matchboxes. We need to go get stone to make a pickaxe or an axe to get wood. That's the order of operations here. We also got to kill some stuff. So look for stuff. Hey, look, stuff. There's some guys. Hey, guys. I feel like we shouldn't waste the bow, but at the same time, I never use bows. Was that magic? Oh, we left the book at home. I was very proficient shooting. Oh, there's something spooky and weird over there. We should probably go check it out. Why wouldn't we? We're hunting to get to level 4 in defense. Level 4 in defense will mean we can switch over to chainmail as opposed to leather. We love leather. It's keeping us cozy, warm, safe, and alive, etc., etc. Calls one of the assignments each week is the student gets to bring their own popular opinion and they talk about it. She doesn't like cheese. Actually, I work with a woman who doesn't like cheese. Just, it's very strange. Grown woman. Like, dislikes it in pretty much every form. Cottage cheese. You know when pizza is real gooey and it has the stringy? Hates that. Hates it. Like, won't eat it. Absolutely. So strange to me. String cheese. I think she doesn't like the texture stuff, but pretty much encompasses all cheese. Okay, that should be enough rocks. At least for present. We have an atlas, so might as well look around. Okay, we're running. We've been tagged. I can't see him. Just taking some aim here. I can't move. Can't see. And now the fear's taking over and I can't control my character. Our head's being broken. Just don't want to be exposed. This might be it. Our kills, our murderous ways have caught up with us. If I could just end up under some trees, maybe? Nope. Alright, I'm gonna go get coffee. I'll be back. We'll keep going. See you in a second. Wrong one. You don't need to see the game's logs. I feel like whenever we get a world like the one we just had, it's too good. Something about the game is like, listen, the world is great. Here comes a totally obscure, totally unexpected thing. It's going to kill you. Pizza and cheeseburgers and a sandwich with cheese on it. She didn't. Well, I don't feel like that's fair. To be honest, I feel like she's just zhuzhing up. She's overplaying her dislike for cheese. She doesn't dislike cheese, like she'll eat it. She's indifferent towards cheese. But if it says a sandwich with cheese on it, it sounds like she actually prefers cheese. Her discussion may not go well. I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. Not only was that a Reaper, that was oh my gosh. What the hell? So this is a dungeon that spawned, just here. And down there from the looks of things. Some sort of beast monster. Yep, nope. Those are quite deadly. That also spawns enemies. Sad to say, we need the flint, though. Okay. Let's GTFO. Sheep would be great for some XP, but I'm not interested in dying for them. If we can get our crafting table whipped up, we could probably take that little monster we saw down there. I think it's a trite. I forget what it's called exactly. Burger sandwich. She will eat it. Oh, prefer without. I thought you were saying like she'll eat a cheeseburger. If you're saying she'll eat a cheeseburger, it's like, yeah, well, that's a cheese. An optional cheese that you've accepted. A cheese choice you've made in a direction that indicates you may like cheese. Something's whooshing. Why don't we add a dragon? That seems like a good thing right now. Let's add a dragon on top of having this random dungeon spawn. What am I hearing? I'm hearing something flapping. Yep, right there. It's a dragon. Why not? It's always 50-50. Could be a dragon or it could be a... What's a hippogriff? Now we gotta figure out what to do with all of this knowledge we have. Knowledge of the dungeon. Knowledge of the dragon. Realistically, the dragon's probably far enough away that it's not imminent danger. The problem is, if we try to go into the dungeon, we're going to have to prepare, and to prepare, we need to use the woods over there. And what is happening? Oh, there's a warg. Jeez. Nope. Nope. Yeah, and to use the woods means we probably need to go toward the dragon, so it's kind of a big old catch-22. To survive is to go closer to death. So we're gonna go this way, kind of up the coast. Trying desperately not to freeze. Remember, the dagger does a lot of damage from the butt. If you have a dagger in your butt, it's gonna hurt. Oh, that's very rare. Neat. Okay. Sorry. I think we're far enough away from the dragon over here. Just don't want to get too terribly far away from the base that we forget where it is. There it is. Flint. Unfortunately, even with the wool, we're going to have to do the flint knife method. Well, the flint axe method. So we're going to need flint. Do. This is fine. This is good. This is exactly what we want. If that was a thing, they make pizzas without cheese. Just say, don't put cheese on my pizza, thanks. You never had a cheeseless pizza? It says more about you than it does the pizza people. Great. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Oop, steady. We carried away there. Huh. Is there coal? That is coal. Gotta get our furnace. Gotta get our spear. Or halberd. Yeah, dude. I have family who's allergic to cheese, so I actually grew up without a lot of cheese. I didn't have cheese regularly until I was in, like, maybe 8th grade. Eated it. We eated it. We eated a cheeseless pizza. Yeah. Like, from time to time, we'd have cheese around, but, like, cheese pizza, if we ordered pizza, a good portion of the time it just didn't have cheese. Yeah. It's not terrible as far as things without cheese go. I would say a cheeseburger or burger is better than a cheeseless pizza. Cheeseless burger is better than a cheeseless pizza. Ordered it to be satisfied. Oh, what the hell? That's the wrong button. There we go. First, we make the knife. Then we make the halberd. Then we hope both of those didn't suck. Which they didn't. And then we make the shield. Which I don't know why I'm making the shield if I made a halberd. It's kind of a stupid pick, but whatever. It's too late. I already have a shield. The oven. That's it. That's all. Good job, everyone. I guess the axe. We do. Cool. All right. We need food. We have food. We have lamb. We need to cook it. We need to not get ahead of ourselves. Oh. The halberd. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Petey? That's what I thought. Petey the Creeper. He's a menace. Gonna eat some. Yum. Yummo. I think we may need a spear, so we'll go chop some more wood. We also need to eat, obviously, so we'll worry about that after chopping the wood. Oh, there's a furnace over there. What a silly goose. What a silly boy I am. Chop. Never again. This thing is so slow. Then we must deforest the whole area. Chop. This one's not a ton faster, but it's something. Beautiful. I am a bit concerned at this point that, oh, okay, that we're going to be stuck with charcoal. But what can you do, I guess? Really don't have that much to cook, I don't think. I don't want the axe. I don't want the flint hatchet anymore. May as well, right? May as well go ahead and get some furnace stuff going. And I guess we may as well go ahead and flint and knife any grass we find. We could use some wool pants. That would be nice. And if one of those little things spawns, we can throw knives at it and kill it. So, big net positive in flint farming. Flint farms. Do we have paper? We don't have paper. Well, guess what? We're about to get some. Hold on to your paper producing tools. Bushes. Did it try? There we go. Did it produce the wood? Obviously night is approaching, so I think our best bet is to clean up all the rest of the trimmings here. All the plant fibers. Do 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 do. And then we'll worry about going back to our little house. I don't know who or what that is. Obviously, it's a wolfish sound, so no. All I have is my chic little halberd. How are we doing? Great, good stuff. Yeah, no. We're too hungry to run. Soon we'll be too thirsty. It's really not going so badly. We just have to apply the food we've retained. And, you know, make a bed. Beautiful. We did it. We survived one day. Anybody trying to get lit? Anybody trying to throw hands? Doesn't look like it. Better for me that way, to be honest. I think this sucks. No, it doesn't. How's this one? Oh, that's fast. That's something. Ooh. Hey, when it comes up short like that. You have to do this. You have to go boop. And then you have to go boop. Alright. Well. Oh, coal in the ceiling. That's neat. I don't even see you there. Is this how we die? Geonash spawning over us? Could be. I could see that happening. We're taking it seriously. I promise. I just... Sometimes the game is so silly. Sometimes I can't stand it. Look, we need coal, right? So, obviously we're going to mine all this. We're going to do defense up to at least 4. Am I in the darkness? I don't feel like I'm in the darkness. Here, stare at the sun. Jeez. Oh, now it's a bit darker. It's alright. We've got a sufficient amount of coal, I would say. Alright, we built no weapon. Well, we built some weapons. We have no real armor. You think we're ready to go explore that dungeon we found? I think we could do it. Hello, cow. There we go. Another lucky cow, and we'll be making a pair of boots. There we go. I don't need a shield for this. We'll just use... What am I keep hovering over that sucks so badly? Is it my dagger? Oh, the dagger was garbage the whole time. Good to know. The suckiest weapon we could make sucked. Which traits were sucky? Beautiful. I'm not killing you because I enjoy it. I need you to know that. I'm killing you out of absolute necessity. This poor guy is stuck in a pin of trees. Alright, good job everyone. That defense 4. That means we're somewhere. Put a little touch on mining. There's our... there's that thing we want to loot. I guess we should just keep killing stuff, right? That's how we get better. Like us personally. I think these guys run away. Hello, Babiko. And I think this stuff just slows you down or something. I don't think it's like poison. Thank you. Babiko. Oh, Babiko meat. Babiko. Babiko. Hello. I'd rather not touch the cloud of mystery that you're producing. Snowballs? Sure. Take whatever you got there, bud. See, this is the one where you have to equip the shield. If Geonash spawns, we gotta go, hiya! If. More like, when. I'm a half step too far away. Taking my coffee break while I can't reach my coal. Alright, good stuff. I don't think Babiko fur is useful in like a regular fur or wool. Those are dangerous over there. There's an Eskimo. Those little glowy things. Bad news. Bad news bears. There we go. There we go. There's the... Oh, geez. We're still getting colder and colder. The game's making spooky sounds. Oh, yep. Hypothermia. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Literally don't have anything that I could use to warm me. The furnace is going to be it. But we're still getting colder and colder. We gotta get out of this area. It sucks. Oh, keep in mind that there's iron over there. Standing on snow and on ice is the worst way to get warm. But ice, unfortunately, is the fastest means of travel. So it's, once again, a little catch-22. The most dangerous way to get out is by far the safest. What you got going on in your cave system? Ooh, iron. Are we short? We were short. You gotta stay over here, because on this side of the tunnel is warm. That side of the tunnel is cold. Remember, the other way is the dragon, so... don't go that way. Otherwise you get too hot, and then you die. If you go the other way, you get too cold, and then you die. Okay. Not the most promising look here, guys. Mossy cobble makes it look like you got some bad stuff going on down here. I'm just saying. I'm not judging, I'm just saying. Not a good look. I don't really want to explore down there, to be honest with you. I don't want to know. Go about your chicken business. Do we have seeds? We do have seeds. I guess we could breed the chickens just for the hell of it. can start a chicken farm just for the egg experience. That's probably actually a good idea. Yeah, we're gonna actually do that, so I wouldn't laugh too much. Hang tight. I will farm you all up in a minute. I gotta go get more stone. I'm really trying to play this direction because behind me, if I go straight, I will eventually end up at a dragon. So trying not to do that. Sure, it could be fun. What an adventure it would be, right? But I think we shouldn't do it. Probably a lot of XP, to be honest. If I could figure out how to cheese them. I guess we could just put our chicken farm in order and then make a bunch of arrows or bolts. Maybe cheese the dragon that way. You can cheese them when they land. You just get out of like their visibility distance and go pew pew. Not something I'm very good at though, to be honest. Okay, hopefully that puts us close to enough fences. Also, the dragon we saw was flying, so that already makes it a bit difficult. Oh, lovely. Well, the one was misplaced, but otherwise, you get what I'm doing here. Is it like this for the gate, or is it the other way around? Oh, that's it. Wow, I learned how to make a gate. Why do we need a gate? That's a great question. I don't know. Come here. One chicken? Yep, nope. Two chicken? Now we have a chicken farm. Oh, the achievement is the parrots and the bats, but there are bees in Minecraft. So I don't know why that's the achievement name. Where's the other one? Where's our little buddy who was down here? What is that? A rotten egg. Ooh, we love a rotten egg. Rotten egg has potential. Hi-ya! Oh, shame. Are there any other chickens who want to be part of this chicken party? Ah, you look like you'd like to be part of the chicken party. Who else needed seeds? You did, and maybe you. You two can make another baby. Look at that googly-eyed freak. What a weirdo. We love to see it. Alright, you guys carry on your chicken business. We gotta deforest. That's tomorrow's plan. I don't know what else to do. I hear something that sounds like a... the Darkling. Sounds like a Darkling. But, yep, that certainly does sound like one. I'm trying to see if something's moving down there. I just can't tell. And frankly... with where we're standing, I don't know if we'll ever be able to tell. So we get closer, you know? So, in short, we're just gonna go do something else. What are we doing? Trees. We've got to get out a box. A chest. Chest will allow us to have better inventory management. Because it can't get much worse. don't know that this is where we want to live, but I feel like it's better than not, so might as well. Can't just keep being nomadic forever. I don't know, this isn't great. I would really like warm gear. Maybe we should just lean into the flint. We probably should just lean into flint knifing the grass and try to find some warm gear. We also need torches so we can go lower into this cave, which we can now light. Darklings will jump us if we're not careful, so we need to be careful. I'm just convinced that's what I'm hearing is a darkling. That's a grue. Nope. You want to fight? Come here, let's fight. The heebie-jeebies. I forget where we needed an ender pearl for before, but Screen's going weird. I would venture to say it was like maybe a summoning staff? I think that's what it was, which would be great, because if we can build a summoning staff now. Let's look it up. This one? Yes, but it takes magic level 8. You can work on it. Agility 2 for a bow. Let's do it. Let's push magic. Okay. We'll need magic and maybe mining to get gold. Gold can be found... I guess if we kill the dragon, we find gold. Their base is usually awash with gold. I'm just very unsure. This needs to go. Very unsure of how to cheese the dragon. I think we have to find iron. I think that's the move. So we have mining level 4. We do. Okay. So I think you just build a crossbow, which is attack level 2, which isn't bad. We can do that now. Oh, an iron. And then bolts. A wooden arrow. It's not a bolt. An iron arrow is not a bolt. A bolt is a bolt. That's a lot of iron for 4. Yeah, that would be kind of expensive. I'll take that. Still hear the darkling. Do attack level 2 just to get it over with. And we know that there's a good chance as we work through these levels, there's a good chance we might just end up building a crossbow. I'm not sure what to do about the iron. We need enough for at least a plate body. Either iron, I guess chainmail would be fine. But then it's like, do we want to push iron, or not iron, defense and magic up to level 8 before we do anything else? Not really. Not really. Oh, I stepped on the bed and it made a weird sound. It startled me by standing on my own sleeping bag. Ah, neat. This should probably be pumping out a lot more supplies, shouldn't it? That would help both our XP and our goals. Yeah, let's do defense to 8, and then we'll go from there. Not what I wanted to see. Do not blind me, don't you dare. Whew. Okay, we got to get the iron cooking. These can go. I'd say we just whip up a whole new furnace. Boop, boop. Okay, good stuff. Alright, again, that can go. This is our iron furnace, where we cook our iron. Not our food furnace, where we cook our food. Hate to do this, but we are running very low in our head spot, so we should probably bandage it up. Oh, okay. How did we do on the iron? Still got some in there. Okay, wrong button. Altogether wrong, but sure, I see the vision. We're level 3. We need to at least be level 4 to do anything. And we'll put 4 on magic. You may as well keep cooking, buddy. You're doing a great job. Great. Like halfway to a crossbow, isn't it? I think we can make the crossbow. It's just the bolts that are going to be a problem. I suppose we should probably pause and make a chain helmet. Just in case. I don't know, we might just run to iron. We're close enough. Ooh, on XP. The problem is if we get some sort of cool Geonash variant that we have to fight. Some difficult one. The real question is whether it's better to cheese the dragon or cheese the boss in that dungeon we found. Experiment 69R. Well, let me take a step back. Most of the bosses in those are larger variants of other mobs, and so because they're so large, they're rather easy to cheese. They get stuck on walls and things. So it's often worth considering whether you can just stick them on a wall and shoot them or hit them with a spear or something. If you have a crossbow or a bow with any kind of fire or poison or something, it's some sort of damage over time enchantment, it's usually pretty simple. I think we do defense 8, and then we push hard for magic 8, and then we kind of assess from there. The basic crossbow is only attack level 2. We just go fishing. But I think with some basic tools, basic weapons, we could probably hold our own pretty well. I think we need the bone for the summoning staff, actually. I think I need that. Sad to say. And obviously the chicken farm is quite beneficial for our purposes, because a chicken farm means, well, obviously eggs. No, holy cow, it was the big one. I have seeds here, pumpkin seeds. Everybody follow me, follow the pumpkin seeds. They don't normally spill out 5 chicks, but that one spilled out 5 chicks. Sorry, chicken farm is very helpful, obviously, for our feathers, but the constant eggs will sort out our food. Pretty much does sort out our food situation. They can be cooked. So, just overall, quite good. We're a darkling sound, man. Don't need that. Don't really need that. Don't need that. This is only useful later. Bones. Again, the ender pearl is very useful, but only once we get other components. And at this point, I think it's just gold that we need. We can double check the recipe, but I think that's where we're at. I think we need a day of gathering sticks and wood. Okay. Just never get over how surprising it is for something to explode forth from the bushes. Maybe we should build a house instead of just living in a hole. Maybe. Kind of a abundance of reapers over here, huh? Thanks, buddy. Just couldn't be bothered to drop XP that time? Guess not. Okie dokie. I'm gonna go get more coffee here in a second. want to sleep. Great. All right, I'm going to get more coffee. I'll be back. We'll keep going. See you in 1 second. Oh, we're back. Okay. We've got a hole. Got some meat. Might as well cook this. And this one needs to be cooked. We have a lot of meat. Alright, let us think. We can cook these. Said today was going to be a stick gathering day, so we should probably start on that. All of this stuff can stay. Iron. Right, so the next level we need is level 7. So until we get to level 7, we can keep on. I think we should go into the cave, actually. We have enough, well, we have enough wood. We don't really have enough sticks. But how does this break? Ah, it's part of the cave. Interesting. Since we saw the grue over there, we got close enough. Oh, something else. Sounds like a chupacabra. Since we saw the grue and we got put close enough to pull him before, there's really no benefit in not looking around down here. It's not like there's anything else. There's probably something else. Zombies, creepers. There's like iron over there, which we need. You the one from around the corner? There's a spider or something over there. I bet good money this is where the darkling is. What we keep hearing from the surface. Looks like a skeleton maybe over there. Yep. Not interested in getting killed. I just want to take a look around. You know, sometimes you're willing to risk it all or whatever. Not this time. But I do want to know what's going on in this hole we call home. Appreciate no Geonash right now. No Geonashes. Geonash. I just want to get the iron. I guess we'll probably need flint. If we do arrows, we'll need flint. If we do bolts, we need iron. Nope. Oh, crap. Remember, there's all sorts of stuff that can spring out when they die. It can be a... Oh boy. Can be a Grim Reaper. It can be a Geist. We're gonna take a break here. Seen enough. Arm is totally broken. Yep. How we doing there, guys? Pretty good. Pretty good. We got to defense level 7. So now we can make iron, which obviously would make killing stuff a lot easier. You know, this biome is maybe conducive to farming. I don't know. That sound is a grue, and if that's a grue, we're going to be screwed if it knows we're here. We're going to come over here. And actually, we're just going to go over here, because there was a, what's it called? A nymph floating around. If she's still around, that would be the best. I don't see her, but I don't see the grue either, so that's something. Oh, there's one. we're just out of bandages, and it's like, the problem with being out of bandages like this is if we start ripping up the grass to try to make string, or to try to make whatever it is, to try to make string and make bandages. If we rip up the grass, there's a chance we'll spawn another enemy, and then having to fight another enemy while also having no bandages just puts us in a perilous situation. So better to just not do anything that could have any potential for danger or damage. Better to just try to hedge our bets a little bit. Play a little bit safer. But with that done, I guess we didn't make our hoe, did we? That's what we need to do. Check on little homie, see if he's good. He's good. And make our hoe. Problem is I was hearing a... Still am hearing... Oh, we do have a hoe. I'm still hearing a grue. Silix. That's good news. We'll just need to box them in. We don't really... I guess we can use wood. We need to take a... Oh, we should never unequip our range and our melee stuff. We need to be ready to fight. We need to be ready to do it like up close and at a distance. I want both of these Silix. I want you. And I want this one. Follow me, boys. Into the box of the future. Boys and girls. So we need babies. Great. And you. And you. That should jump our Silix knowledge pretty... No? Really? Interesting. The special ones, I think, breed other special ones, so I was hoping for a real jump in knowledge, but I guess not. There was a pig over here we can kill. Somewhere around here there was that mine we walked through that had iron in it, and we just walked past because we weren't the right level yet, but I haven't seen it since. I think it's actually closer to the snow biome. I think we made a mistake coming out this way, but what can you do? Okay. We need to make our iron. That'll be... Ooh. 9 iron. It's just not going to be enough until we find a bigger mine. It's just going to be pretty abysmal. Just not enough for any kind of play body or anything like that. Think. What else? Oh. About making a farm. We only have 1 seed, but I think this biome registers as autumn, I think. So that might grow into something. We'll see. In the meantime, might as well pick up some more seeds. We really should make another flint knife and then use this opportunity, the seed harvesting opportunity, to try to produce more string. Oop. Splint up ahead. Or gravel, rather, but that way is the dragon. Who is obviously in flight. There's gotta be a cave or something below the spot where stuff is just spawning and being evil. You can just hear it. Makes me very uncomfortable that we sleep right over here. But not uncomfortable enough to stop. Alright, I did say we were going to need to farm a bunch of sticks today, so we should probably do that. a good start. The thing with the plant fiber is, even though it's not going to be the best armor, I think having wool stuff is going to be helpful. We live near a pretty cold biome, and we're in a relatively cold biome. It's not particularly warm here. So I think just kind of playing on the warmer, safer side is probably smarter than what we've been doing. I also think we should just go to bed soon. Can we go to bed now? Love it. Again, that darkling sound. Just a thin wall between us and the little face hugger that is... How do we do? Seeds are not growing just yet, which is unfortunate. I was really hoping they would just take off. I don't know that they will. It's just kind of a gamble. Okay, magic is still only level 4. You guys could really make better results here. There we go. That's what I was afraid of spawning if we tried to make bandages. So, nice to see we got it out of the way. They're not so bad when you have a shield, but if we didn't have a shield, that would have just been a bunch of poison. They're also not so bad when you have a spear, but again, if we just had a sword, we have to wait till they get real close, but the spear has reach, so it lets us get a little bit more engaged. A little bit more pokey. Once we get this stuff sorted out, the wool sorted out, the string and the wool and everything, and hopefully some gear, I think we'll go back into the winter biome and see what's over there. So, use these as many as we can. 22. Not very many, to be honest. 6 is not even an outfit. Not great. Not great. The seeds don't appear to have grown whatsoever. So then it's like, do we take the few wool we have, the 6 we have, do we take that and do we make it into something, or do we just leave it? Like bandages? I guess we could make bandages, but I don't really know. I would really like to have, you know, warm clothes if we're going to go back into the other biome. Still only level 5. We need to be level, what do we say, like 8? Don't see any point in carrying the pork chops, the heart, this. Go toward that tower, just to see what's going on in the rest of the world. At this point, we're kind of stuck between the dragon and the winter, so it might be nice to just understand what else is out there. And frankly, if we find a couple of sheep, we could build a farm, I suppose, but just having the extra wool would be nice. And maybe this will give a chance to all of the horrible stuff we live next to despawn. Maybe this is the opportunity it needs. And iron. I don't remember what prospecting takes. The chance to get multiple iron ore on a mine. Later in the game, smelting and fortune are the play. If you're trying to farm up heaps of iron, but for right now. So it takes 5 for the stone cutting. Then you work up from there. It's probably worth it long term, but in the short, medium term, I don't know that it is. We're going for level 8, and that'll get our defense in order. And then I guess we'll just forego warm clothes for iron armor. 7. And then we push magic and we're done. Once we find gold. I guess we also have to push... Well, we might have to push to get 8 mining. If we end up finding gold that we have to mine. They're kind of problems for another day, though. Or another, you know... Not imminent. These aren't imminent problems. These are problems for thinking through if we get to that point. $11 iron's pretty good. We're actually combat based, you know? I was just do the mining because it's faster and we haven't seen a whole lot of things to kill. But we're supposed to be using combat. That means iron armor's on the table. I suppose we could make a better crossbow. That could be our mission for taking out the dragon. You know, I've mentioned a few times about the summoning staff being useful. The problem is, in thinking about it, we don't have anything we can summon. We haven't met anything summonable. It hadn't occurred to me until just right now. Normally the Aegis or, I don't know, there's like 6 different things that are worth spawning, but we just don't have any of them right now. Problem I hadn't even thought about. I want that coal. I didn't want it for the longest time. The more I've looked at it, the more I want it. Suppose getting the, whatever it's called, fossil, whatever, the perk that gives you more coal. Probably not necessary on this playthrough. Probably quite useless. Really exploring cave systems to go forward, aren't we? That's not the plan. I wasn't trying to climb. Oh, we made it to the tower. Cows. Okay. Useful? Maybe. Really? It's unfortunate, but you guys are... Oh! Let's climb in the tree. I think you serve us better as dinner. Leather. Alright, so there is a helpful little thing here. Helpful to one of our problems. It just comes with its own little individual wrinkle. So look at all these cobwebs, right? If we don't have enough we might have enough cobble. If we make the iron, well, first we need to make a furnace. We literally just have enough. Okay, so if we make a furnace and we smelt the iron, we could take the cobwebs with us, and we could flint knife them, back down into a useful substance. It didn't occur to me that we should have brought a bed. We might be out for a while. I guess we have 6 wool, so that could be a bed. Unfortunately, we don't have any flint, so we can't chop these down as we go. We'll have to do it when we get home, but we can go ahead and get started on them. Oh. This is why it's always good to have a couple extra levels. Never know when you've totally overlooked something. We want a lot of these. I think each one is 8 string, if I recall correctly. But really, there is never enough. Not until late game, but there's really never enough string until then. We can use it for bandages, we can use it for beds, we can use it for so many things. It's just very beneficial. Let's see. My girl single homie might be rolling around. Sorry, I guess he's rolling around. We might be approaching the end of our stream, but that's okay. You guys are wonderful, great, amazing, a good time, etc. But I do love getting to hang out with little homie. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do we need those cobwebs? Probably not. We're gonna get them? Hell yeah. Okay. I don't know. I think overall that was a pretty good little haul there. Let's climb down the side of the tower. How many? Nice, 21's great. Now we just have to figure out our bed situation. And that is, as I said before, a very solvable problem. We have the... We'll just make it. We're just going to make a sleeping bag. I don't care. I don't really want to risk walking all the way back. Only sleep at night. That door might be worth taking. Bay and I are just talking about little homie being awake. And like, you're supposed to be awake, buddy? You going back to sleep there, little pal? Clearly a sleepy guy. Alright, well, we found the jungle wood. Oh, iron. Neat. I guess we'll just cook the iron we find. Yeah. Well, let's start with the pork. We'll just start cooking stuff. We'll rip this all out. And I assume our house is across the autumn-looking area over there, since we know it's autumn around our house. Our hole. You know, we have a very autumn hole. Hoping for more iron than that. These things usually have quite a bit. Or at least a bit. That was nothing. That was just silly. Okay. I thought this was going to be like a giant tower. This is just that it was on a hill. Just an illusion. He might have gone back to sleep. He appears to have gone back to sleep. Okay, well this is I don't see any reason to wait. This is enough for a play body. So we might as well just make one. Right? Because it's important for us to make our our bow masterful. Hell yeah. It's important for us to make the bow, or the crossbow, whatever. It's going to be just as important to make this. To make defense. Just as much as it is offense. Okay. So heading back, we don't have a lot of room for anything in the inventory. But that never stopped us from murdering stuff. I don't really want snowballs. We got those from killing the babicos, and while I do love to kill a babico, I didn't do it for I did it for the love of the game. I didn't do it for the loot. We got the iron out of there. We don't want to go that way. Whatever direction that is dragon direction. Pig, which is always good for the XP, but again, it's dragon direction. I think we're home, more or less. Yeah. Not seeing any growth from our cute little seed farm, which is unfortunate. Okay, so what did we get? We got beef we need to cook. We've got pork we need to cook. You can go in there. You can go in here. Importantly, very importantly, we've got to fletch down all these webs. And that'll be a lot of string. Coal needs to go and feed our little silex farm. You and you. Our knowledge expands. I say they must have Oh, it went from 2 to 6. Okay. No. No eggs, guys. No seeds. So, sorry, boys. Aren't there eggs over there? Am I not? Am I... There is an egg right there. I can see it. Sorry, your brother was in there. I feel like we're wasting seeds or something. We've been planting the farm and it just hasn't panned out. It's alright. We just need 2. I just would like to farm our chickens. There we go. We could worry about love potion arrows if we only had... Well, it takes a lot. It takes a switch bow and it takes a wheat farm, which obviously not working out. So. Oh, sorry. Focus. Focus. What we're really trying to do here is we're really trying to make iron armor. And take care of all the stuff we have in our pocket. So, helmet is always up on the to-do list. Pants, very important. Make both of those. Hopefully they don't do more damage than they're worth. They don't. Make leather boots. I don't think it's worth it. I think we're gonna be better off trying to get a backpack, frankly. We're at 6. I'm hesitating. While I am very excited about popping this dragon, I don't know. I don't know how we're going to use the summoning staff if we are. I don't know how we would, frankly. Bolts are so expensive. Is there like, does it say the base damage on any of these? I don't know. I guess we could make an iron shield. That'd be a good use of some iron. Isn't there one of these randomly doubles for direct attacks? I don't know if that includes. Let's do archery. It's just going to be beneficial to pull bows back faster. Anyway, I don't know if direct attacks includes range stuff. I wouldn't assume it does, but you know what they say about assumptions. What do we not need? You, the usual suite of you guys. We're gonna have to cook these. Bottles of water. Iron, I guess, can stay. We need a knife. We need to do that post-haste. So let's sort out the knife. Start the water cooking while we do it. Oop, wrong one. Water cooking, and then we're gonna go find a knife. And we're gonna get our stuff in order. Once again, trying not to go too close to where we know our dragon friend resides. It's actually a perk that makes it so we have flint faster on these harvests, but sounds like a waste of levels to me. I think you get it on the way to get something else. I think you get like random loot from dirt or something. But for our purposes, don't make no sense. Okay. Love it. Genuinely. I'd rather not have extra knives lying around. Great. How many? 64. Stacks. Stacks, baby. Stacks. First you, and then you, and then you. 45 wool. That's great. Let's make wool boots. Let's just get some warm toes. They're heavy. It sucks. Out of all the things, though, you know, those ones are easiest to replace. So, nice that those are the ones. Okay, what else? We've got meat on us, so we shouldn't have to worry about starving. I would just like to venture out of here. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Sleeping bag? Check. Yep. Alright, let's head. I guess we should make some bandages before we go. We have a crafting table. Good. Not a lot. Just like 4. 10. Why not 10? 10 is good. I want to go investigate that purple thing. That's where we're headed. I think it's early enough in the day we could get there and not worry about it. The day wrapping up on us. I don't know. Again, if we can find and cheese the boss down there, and I don't want to get too locked in on it. I'm not too dead set on that. But if we can find and cheese the boss to death, that would be insanely big. You get a free summon if that's the case, and no matter what it is, and it could be something crazy like a flying mount thing, but even if it's not, having some pet, some assistant who can run around and help would be huge. So, would love to see it. This is confusing to me. What is happening here? Just the side of the building. This is also confusing. Why is it not connected to anything else? Now remember last time we were here, you could see stuff spawning. So we have range weapons to just... Look, I will say out of all the different structures, all these different dungeons, this one is one of the worst. And by worst, I mean like most dangerous. Again, we don't want to... Oh, the Northern Lights. We don't want to go too far that way, because that is the direction of a dragon. Just gonna have a little sleep. Chat's so empty. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Bob's popping up and throwing insults. There's one of the iron dragons this way, so this is probably dumb to do that. Just assume if we think it's dumb, don't do it. Or not assume, but, you know, just rule it out as quickly as possible. If we think it's dumb, just rule it as dumb. Don't do dumb. There is a chance that this whole situation, this whole dungeon in front of us is somewhat contained. If that's the case, if it's like a wall when we walk up on it, you don't need to worry about it. It's only troublesome if there's a way for the enemies to get out, right? So, I guess it's also can be troublesome if it's not contained, or if it is contained, but the enemies can get out, like if they're spawning on the outside, if they can spawn out. That could be a problem, too. This is Chupacabra. That's the sound we're hearing, by the way. Not a huge trouble, but certainly not a friend. In my experience, the chupacabras tend to be quite loud. So they could be a ways away and you'll still hear them. Ah, see, this dungeon is quite expansive. I think we should upgrade our shield. Maybe our boots for enough iron. I really do want to take down that dragon with an iron bow. I think that would be fine. Or iron bolts and a regular crossbow. But, obviously a shield is going to be very useful, so we should probably whip one of those up. We still have our matchbox. Yeah, okay. Again, you can kind of hear a chupacabra, so just want to know as much as we can. Yeah, see, this is quite large. Very interesting. Lots of the rooms in here are worth quite a bit. They've got chests with cool stuff, but if it's too dangerous. Something's scurrying, something's flapping. The flapping could easily be... We've discovered the chupacabra, have we now? Oh, there's the flapping. So I'm kind of a bit confused at what's happening right now. It's like the thing has spawned... Oh, it's a chupacabra spawner. Okay, that makes sense. So the best solution... Again, we're playing Minecraft, right? So use your Minecraft brain, don't use your regular game brain. But the best solution here is to just go up. We have functionally an unlimited amount of spears and knives we could make. So why engage the enemy in a way the enemy would enjoy? Why not just... See? You just drop spears on them. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? The answer to that is they could have different enemies, flying enemies, whatever. But, I guess we don't have a lot of sticks, but we do have wood. See, this is what I mean by functionally unlimited. We'll be back. We'll just leave and come back. I'm not pressed to deal with this right now. We will deal. We know where it is. We can deal with it as soon as we're ready. But we're going to go get sticks, make spears. Spears will just drop on the chupacabra's heads, and we'll get a whole bunch of XP. We can rip out the spawner down there. The problem is chupacabras cause bleeding, and so I really don't want to go down there and bleed a whole bunch just to get bit to death by a bunch of chupacabras. We could just spear them to death. We don't need a ton of spears. We only need, or a ton of sticks rather. Each 2 sticks makes 4, I think. And obviously down in the earth, we have basically unlimited stone. We have functionally unlimited stone. So it's just the stick situation. Let's go somewhere slightly warmer. And take some damage. Hello. Yeah, you would. You would too. Just take out the whole tree. Tree spawns an int. Tree gets ripped down. Tainted little tree. Actually, I just wanted the XP that I knew was floating around up there. Okay. 12 sticks is good. More sticks would be better. Oop. Boop. Hold on, Bay is texting me. What am I hearing? Okay. Let's relax there, bud. Let's not get carried away with our damaging. No, 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 no. A bunch of snowballs. Where's that nymph? Oh, jeez. Hi. Hey, now where's that nymph? Apparently I can't run because we lost so much food. Is there a nymph like flying around over here? 10 seconds ago, but as soon as combat started, she was like, ah, he's going to take some damage. I can't do that. There she is. Do we have our sleeping bag? Really? Okay, good. I'd rather just not stand in the snow if I could avoid it. Makes me even colder. Okay, got sticks. One of the key things is once we leave to get sticks or whatever else, once you leave an area like this, we don't come back acting like nothing has changed. Things spawn, stuff changes. So when we come back, we just assume something's changed. We look around and we see if anything's changed. And if not, we go to work. Anybody else? You can hear awful stuff down there. Be honest, I don't know how much we're going to press in here. Nope. Hit the spawner from here? Not quite. Super covers are rather small. We're not trying to get them to come out through this tunnel. The original point was to work our way in. We'll just accommodate. We'll just move. Again, remember, you're playing Minecraft. So, no reason to do anything but play Minecraft. They heal when they hit you. That's the bleed benefit for them. So now we're in the dungeon. I'm a bit perplexed how it spawned. It's like a giant room inside of a cave. Very strange. You just don't see stuff like that very often. Since we're level 11, shield proficiency, we're going to work on getting our flat defense reduction. I don't think it's going to be in our best interest to ignore that, if at all possible to get it. Going to be in our best benefit, or best interest to do both. Oh, I think it's nighttime. Bear in mind, at nighttime on here, more stuff spawns. That's a scary sound. I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming it's associated with this purple that's in there. I'm going to step out. Look around, make sure it's not outside. It's not, so whatever it is can just go to hell. I still hear the flapping. Maybe it's those little dudes who spawn, but I'm still hearing it. Okay, our dragon friend is over here. Something broken over there. Like a giant tower or something. So I don't know what the dragon is up to, but it certainly seems like he might be raising a village or something. I don't know what his life is about. Again, not really wanting to find out the dragon situation currently. We'll get there. We'll certainly get there. That's the plan. But at present, I don't really want to just dive in. Hope for the best. I want to be ready. I think an anti-fire potion would be great. Whatever it's called. Dragons, whatever. The one that, yeah, reduces fire damage. Potion of fire resistance, maybe. But I don't really know how to whip one up, given our current stuff, current supplies. Great. We know all about the Silix. I think we can probably summon them, which is just the dream. Summoning fish. Hello, chickens. We have a farm of the only mob that is basically self-farming. I don't know why I'm walking around without the ability to see. Being a big old dum-dum. Okay. I don't really want this. I do want this. I want to be a... No. Well, we hoped. We dreamed. We dared. We have enough iron for boots, and then we really have enough iron at this point to just start on our actual goal of iron weapons, iron crossbow, that kind of thing. I guess we can make a quiver. I think. One doesn't ever work. Arrow quiver, is there different than a bolt quiver? It is. That's unfortunate. Or we might have to do arrows. I might have to do an arrow thing. What does an iron strengthened bow take? Attack 8 and agility 6. Well, attack 8's not impossible. Agility 6 isn't impossible either. It's really just figuring out if that'll be good enough to take down a dragon. Which I know in large part is a user concern more than it is a concern of the item itself. We need to wrap up here soon. I just don't know exactly where we go from here. I really do want to kill the dragon. Let's look up the fire potion. My recollection, I guess we'd need the whole brewing situation, wouldn't we? Potion of fire. Yeah, we need some way to brew it. Isn't there an alchemy way to make these? Iron skins might be handy. But there's one of these that's, I think is fire regenerate or fire resistance. There it is. Coal, aloe vera. It's not bad. And a brick. Aloe vera is just a desert. It's really not bad. But then we have to think about how we get that. How we get the alchemy. What is this? Farming level 12. Ooh. Is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know. The blaze rods are tricky to come by for building the brewing stand. But the brewing stand, I think, is... I think... Oop, I just thought. Brewing stand is it magic? Hold on, go back. Building and magic. Building, that's the one that's always like... I knew there was one that was always a bit strange. Building's a bit strange. I guess we should go ahead and make our boots. We just go have full iron. Please don't say. Perfect. That's coal, and we cannot put that on our feet. And by and large, we're in fine shape, you know? We're in fine shape. Attack probably should be the next thing that we push. Just in the interest of not dying when we go caving. But realistically, going caving is not... What are we seeing? Somebody's blighted. Shoot. It looks like a blighted creeper. Which is just perfect, really. It is. Don't lag on me now, game. Here's what I want to do. I want to lure it over here and then build a wall so it can't get through and have it just stuck. Shoot. Come on. Hit his toes. We gotta go clean that up right now. Big, 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 big. Okay, that's the perfect way to end. We're gonna be done. I'm gonna go. We're gonna level this up and then we're done. Iron skin, flat defense reduction. We're doing great. I'm gonna go. If you're lurking, feel free to follow or subscribe. We'll be back next week with more of this. Until then, see you later. Bye bye. So long. Kisses.